today here with Mark Spencer here in Kuala, Lumpur, Malaysia. We have a really nice view here in the Asterisk conference in Kuala Lumpur. And I just wanted to take some time of yours, Mark, and understand the philosophy behind Asterisk and DGM, and where do you see the services going. And so let's get started with what got you started with Asterisk.
Well, of course, Asterisk started because I needed my own phone system and couldn't afford it, so I decided to just make one. So that's pretty much how I got started.
Were there any other phone systems available at that time, IP-based, which you thought you could have used rather than creating your own?
There weren't really anything that existed at that point. The closest you had were like dialogic cards that you could use to build something, but even that was really expensive and it didn't do most of IP.
And this is year 1999. 1999. And how old were you at that time?
21.
21. All right. And this is like when you were in school, or?
Yeah, it was about a year away from graduating.
Super. And when did you start DGM then?
The same year, 1999.
Same year. So you needed the software for DGM basically.
Yeah. Of course, at that time it was called Linux Support Services.
Oh, and it was just a Linux support shop,
yeah.
Basically. Super. And since then, how would you describe in a short story where have you come from and to where?
Well, a couple of years after we created Asterisk, then it sort of became clear that that was more interesting than the rest of the support business we were doing, so we refocused the company around Asterisk, and I guess the rest is kind of history. It's been growing ever since.
And what would you say at the moment the growth rate of DGM is per year?
Well, we don't really disclose any numbers quite like that, but we've had 28 consecutive quarters of growth and profitability.
How many installations do you think are done a year for Asterisk?
We had about 1 million downloads of Asterisk last year alone, and I think we've passed that already this year, so it's pretty fast.
Cool. And is there any other coming project which you think is of really good interest to you, related, which is done on Asterisk, which fascinates you?
Well, there are a number of applications involving Asterisk I think are really cool. One of my personal projects we'll be announcing at AstriCon, so everybody can stay tuned, and if they'll be there in Phoenix, they should see something pretty exciting.
Oh, super. And a friend of yours were doing Vox Cloud. What's that all about?
Doing CloudBox, which is hosted Asterisk out in the cloud with both the sort of natural Asterisk API and some other APIs. Idea being it makes it a lot easier to get Asterisk up and running, particularly for non-PBX applications.
Is that a DGM product or DGM byproduct?
No, it's his own thing. There are many cottage industries around Asterisk.
Super. How do you feel personally when you see yourself, whenever, where you think that what you have created has created so many cottage industries, as you just said, and those cottage industries are growing into something larger. For example, in our company, it has really taken us off into a different dimension altogether. And how do you feel yourself? Do you describe it? I don't want to push any words in here.
It can be really very rewarding at times, and other times it can be very frustrating. It just depends. You have some companies who really work hard to try to get back and to contribute, and you have other companies who are very opportunistic and will take advantage of the software without contributing, and in some cases even competing with what we're trying to do at Digium and making it very hard for us to continue developing the very software that has brought them the success that they've had. So it's a very wide range of emotions for someone that has spent so much time creating something like that.
How would you think is the best way to contribute back to the Asterisk community, in your opinion?
There's so many different ways. You can contribute through code, you can contribute through helping spread the word about Asterisk, and of course, an easy way is to buy stuff from Digium, because just about half of the Asterisk development now comes out of Digium. It's the largest engineering group within Digium. It's the group focused on open source software development. So every time you buy a Digium product or service, you're directly contributing to being able to have us continue to